Coming up in this volume of the Pro Vlog, he's going to be right on my door. Just did a alignment, or checked alignment. I suppose a good time to apologise to Start Marshal Ryan. He comes up to me and he's like, "So, you any good?" It's one of the best events I've done. Hey, how's it going? Like, it's me. You're back with the Pro Vlog. Got an exciting announcement in this episode. Pro 307 has got a sponsor. It's me. I'm the sponsor. It's me. So, Crimond Drift Fest is a 2-day event at my local track. There's a competition on the Saturday and a skid day on the Sunday where drivers can take passengers and earn a bit of cash back to maybe pay for the tyres or the fuel they used on the event. As you can see, the Sylvia is far from being finished. And I had no intention of driving at Crimond Drift Fest. I pondered with the idea, I thought about it back in November last year, and I decided to spend my pennies on my Sylvia. So, not ideal 2 weeks before the event to drop my buddy Stevie a message saying this. "Hey, are you coming to Crimond for the banter?" "Yeah, I'll come for the banter. As embarrassed as I am to show my face, maybe take the wee man. Almost did a stupid thing today, almost bought a car to drive at Crimond next weekend. Common sense prevailed. The stupid decision was not buying the car for Crimond. Do it! Buy a working drift car and just sell it again afterwards." Come with me, come with me, come with me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And this Nissan drift car number 2. Now, don't ask how I funded this.
'Cause I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet.
Yeah. It has been a busy couple of days and nights, mainly nights, trying to get the Z ready for Crimond, and I think we're there. Just did a alignment, or checked alignment. The previous owner broke a tie rod, so I just needed to check and lock up the front tie rod and check the front track to make sure it's running 2 out rather than 2 in, which it's all set up now. Right, what else have I doing? I'm kind of running out of time. I need to get this thing in the trailer. I've still an exhaust mount to do, which if you look under here, where is it? Oh, yeah, if you can see that, it's held up by cable ties, so I need to fix that. And the other one, I don't know if you can see it, you probably can't see it, is actually on the anti-roll bar, which is no use, so I have to do away with that. Let's come around here, I'll show you what I've done in here. So I wasn't happy with the seating position, so I had to sort that out. I've got my Driftworks seat in there. I've modified the mounts. I've got my steering wheel fitted, and I have got my handbrake, my DMAC handbrake fitted. And I think we will be good to go. And I think that's just about me good to go, other than sorting out wheels and tyres. So hopefully when we go back to Crimond, I'm going to be looking a bit more washed. Oh, somebody thought it was a great idea, this.
A few moments later.
It is now 8 o'clock at night and things have taken a bit of a turn to the worst. I underestimated the slope from my trailer putting the car on. I've ripped the bloody exhaust clean off, so it's taken the two, I mean they were pretty much almost gone anyway. I've ripped the 2 downpipes off the main Y pipe, so I am at the moment in desperation mode, and I'm going to weld them back together. I think I'm going to be able to fix them. I just need to pop and get some gasket material from my workshop so that I can finish them. I think the gaskets on the going onto the headers is going to be fine, but I need gaskets for going on, and gaskets and bolts for the other side. So yeah, fingers crossed for me, guys. Yeah, so that escalated quickly. You can tell by how stressed out I am in that section that I genuinely didn't think I was going to make it to the event. I thought that was time to throw in the towel, but I mean, if anything, proved to myself I could get it done, and it just got it fixed. Just fully unprepared for the event. So we turned up at the event late. Stephen did tell us not to turn up late to the event. Sorry James, but I turned up late and I got there just when they were doing the track walk. And yeah, I could have used with one more sleep, and I could have used with the track walk to understand what was going on. One of my first runs I went on with Stuart Adsley. I think it's just funny that, you know, he spotted me, and there was instantly like, oh yeah, it's you. And I couldn't help thinking, oh no, he's going to be right on my door. And yes, he put it right on my door on the first run. And I'll be honest with you, I was ready for it. I've been looking forward to driving with Stuart Adsley for a long time, and I finally got my shot, but I hadn't driven the car before. And even made a mistake on my lead run where I didn't go around the roundabout properly. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get into the next couple of clips. Right, let's do a Drift Game style commentary on this qualifying run. This is the first qualifying run, and the first thing I'm going to say about the old 350Z with the straight pipes on it is when the car's running, you can't hear anything. It's really quiet. It's funny. Not having like a modified engine, but there we go. I suppose a good time to apologise to Start Marshal Ryan. My head was up Mars the whole day, and every time I pulled up the line I just acted like a special needs person, and yeah, sorry about that. Right, let's do this. First gear and ready, go. First gear and second gear, and getting ready to initiate, and the handbrake doesn't do anything. And we just about hit the barrier on the inside. I think I was a bit tight on the first clip. I was a bit off the second clip, and we're on the rev limiter in second. Getting it out, not wide enough, and again here, not wide enough. Going into the roundabout, and coming out the roundabout, I'm just all over the place. I don't know what it was about the suspension, but it literally felt like the car was moving further than the actual wheels and the suspension was. I can only presume it's down to how soft it was. Now what's going on here is I think most of the drivers were going out and doing a run, then doing their second qualifying run right away. And I didn't want to do that because I wanted to go out and change my tyre pressures and try and mess about with the suspension a bit. So that's basically me saying to Ryan, no, I'm not going another run, I'm going off to change stuff. So that was qualifying run 1. So the only things I'm going to add here is, it wasn't so much that it was a strange car. The car drives pretty well. It took a minute to get used to the steering. Obviously it's not so high a spec a car as the last couple of cars I've driven. It is effectively a practice car, skid car. And it's never been in like proper competition before as far as I'm aware. I noticed a few niggles. The main niggle is I think the dampen's gone and the shocks. It was very, very bouncy, and I felt like the suspension, I don't know, it was just so soft, especially in the front, that I don't know, it felt like I was putting a lot of input in, and the car was kind of like the body of the car was moving over the suspension a little bit. And I mean, I gave it commitment and I got on with it, but I felt like I wasn't in full control of what was going on all the time, which is a bit worrying when you're about to go up against another driver in a battle. So thanks to Mr. Craig Butterworth, we got this fantastic drone footage of qualifying from the outside of the car and qualifying run 1. So let's have a look at this from the outside. It gives you a really good idea where the car's sitting regarding to the clips, and I can tell you where I messed up everywhere. So waiting for the start marshal, and we are go. Right, so first, second, go to initiate, handbrake doesn't do anything, then I'm just about into the barrier, I am off clip 1. Then how far am I off clip 2? Miles off. Through clip 3 okay, and clip 4 I'm just there, I'm not wide enough in clip 5, and I am way too tight to be outside that box and a straight in coming out the roundabout. So, you know, it's the one that I got 17th place for qualifying, and yeah, it was not good. Right, so qualifying run 2. Now, what I'm going to try and do in the entry here is I'm going to try and get a bit of speed. I'm trying to loosen up the car with moving the weight, moving it back and forward, but it's so bouncy. Get into initiation better, but I'm a bit wide on clip 1, a bit better on clip 2. I'm flat out through here onto clip 3, which I was happy with. Get right wide out to clip 4, and a little bit better going through the roundabout. I'm still using the handbrake like a proper fanny. Then out of the roundabout a bit better, and that. Right, qualifying run 2 from the outside, the 350Z looking real sharp there. Good looking car that. Right, second set of drone footage for the qualifying practice 2. You can see I'm trying to get the car loose, but bouncy, 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 straight in, then enter at the last minute. I'm miles off clip 2, I'm across it, and a little bit closer on clip 3, outside and 4's good, 5's good, and I get right out into, there we go. Believe it or not, this little event at Crimond has got a live scoring system, so you could log on, or in my case, ask a younger, hipper person, in this case Jillian, to look at it on her phone and tell me what position I'd qualified, which was 15th. And at this point, I think Stevie was around about the same place. And he was struggling a bit with qualifying, and I think it's down to the layout of the track. Going by that last drone footage, you see the clips are in really weird places. Now, usually in competition like the SDC down at Driftland, they always put really wide outside clips. The point being that they say everybody can hit an inside clip, and they want the cars to be out as wide as possible and give enough space for the chase driver to get in. And I think the track was maybe designed a bit more for lower powered cars, and to try and, you know, keep the cars in tighter to the track. First battle was up against Paul Stewart, a gentleman in a black BMW with the pink graphics along the side. You laugh about Paul, he comes up to me and he's like, "So, you any good?" I'm like, "Mate, Pro 307, I've done Drift Cup, I've done SDC. I'm terrible, mate, bloody terrible, you're going to knock me out of top 30. So I would say that was my best run of the day. I was happy with my lead run. I did not warm my tyres up at the start. This was strategic. I was struggling to enter. I didn't need the grip on entry. I knew that I was in the lead position, that I controlled the pace, so I could afford to come off the line a bit slower and get to the first corner a bit slower, which happened, which slowed down my opponent a little bit, and I got a good lead on that. It also helped me enter. The only downside is when I went into the chase position, I had a lot more grip and things had changed. So Paul, well done mate. You knocked me out of top 32. This is becoming a bit of a habit, this, getting knocked out of top 32 by BMWs. It's almost like they're good drift cars.
You serious?
Right, let's inspect the damage. Right, it's come around the front here, and yep, so that's a front bumper. So rip the splitter off. I mean, the splitter was already damaged, but yeah, I mean, splitter could probably live to fight another day. I think the light will pull back into place. There's a wing. Luckily the door wasn't damaged. And this will rub off and the fiberglass will repair, and I'm going to have to fix the inner arch because the inner arch is broken away. I don't know if it was welded in the first place. It looks like it was just silicone, so I'm going to have to fix that. But yeah, okay. That's the cosmetic damage. So I've been fighting the car in practice, I've been fighting the car in qualifying. Finally the car got me in the end. Like any good racing driver, you need a good excuse, and that's what I'm going with. I effectively run out of talent. In the chase run, I just wasn't able to enter properly. It's something I've been struggling with the whole morning. And yeah, I thought I was going to miss the tyres. I managed to eventually get initiated. For a moment there, I thought I was going to make it, then I didn't. Clipped the tyres, got turned round, and yeah, it's mainly cosmetic. The car will fix. It'll live to fight again. There's another few niggles I'm going to have to sort, which... Listen, I did it to myself. I could have been prepared for this. It's like our buddy Craig Butterworth not having his turbo ready for the event. It's not like he didn't know it was coming up. Got your back, Craig. I didn't want you not to be mentioned here. I could have had something sorted out for this. The stars aligned and I ended up with a 350Z. I would rather have had a 350Z than a BMW or something. But there's no doubt about it. The car needs a little bit of work to make it right. I think I'll do another video about the car. I don't want to yabber on too much about it. The event was a great event. It's one of the best events I've done. Now, I know what you're thinking, Stuart. Best event you've done, knocked out in top 32 again. You know, you're not exactly setting the bar high there, mate. But I feel like I learned a lot in this one. For one, I proved to myself that I could get there and get it done. Certainly I didn't think I'd be able to be, welding down pipes at 1 in the morning, I'm very, very fortunate that I have the garage set up to allow me to do that. Just to be part of the show meant everything to me. I love competing, I love driving, I love being around like-minded people, and Crimond's the place for it. I wish I'd been able, I want to be up there. Stuart Adsley again is doing all the winning. I would like to be able to be at a stage where I can, bring it to Stuart Adsley, bring it to that level of driver. The Fife drivers, honestly, are at a different level. It's clearly that they have more seat time, they're driving more competitions down the road, and they are the force that you need to bring it to. They're the ones to beat. And yeah, I want to be that person. But it's the Sylvia is definitely the A game. It's what I've always wanted to drive. It's what I always wanted to do. But I mean, unfortunately, if you're not out there driving, what's the point? So I'll be honest. I don't know what I'm going to do with the 350. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it. What I'm going to do with it. But I know one thing for certain. We're going to be back for Crimond next year, and we're going to give it a better go. So I just want to say a big thank you to the organisers at Crimond Drift Fest. I'm sure they don't need me. They don't need me kissing their ass on top of everybody else that's doing it. But it's important to point out that they're doing a good thing, and it really is a great event. And if you get the chance, check it out next year in April. I'm well aware that it's going to be going on again, and hopefully they can keep it going. I think the yearly event works best for it. I think it's a great idea. I mean, it makes it an event, show up for it, and we had great weather, which makes a big difference. So I'm going to end with that. I think I'm going to end it there. I want to say a big thank you very much for watching this far. Please hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you in another video. Catch you later. So my continuity's all over the place. I've got different outfits. It's day and night. Where did that bumper come from? Corey Manette qualified really high, and I was thinking, wow, that's fantastic, well done, Corey. But then again, you probably created the track layout, didn't you? Why you didn't win the event? I don't know, Corey. What happened? Have you had your 180? Now, what can I say about my buddy Craig Butterworth? He had a whole year to prepare for this event, and turns out the night before he realised, it's funny, it was like there was a bit of panic. He realised I was going to the event, and it's like, oh, I need to go and check my car, and his turbo had excessive play in it. So I mean, you can't expect Craig to be on top of things. I mean, a year is a pretty short term, notice to get a car ready for an event, so we're going to let him away with that. Other thought here, Craig Butterworth, maybe stick to flying drones. You're pretty good at flying drones, mate. Flying drones and car shows. So in one of my practice runs, I went round the roundabout wrong. So you're meant to go round the two tractor tyres. I only went round one of the tractor tyres. Got confused. Turns out it's important to get the driver's brief. So I was on the start line, and you could see the start marshal Ryan speaking this radio, and I'm lip reading. I'm like, they're like, yeah, remind him to go around the two tractor tyres, and he's like, yeah, I'll go and remind him. And He comes over and says, "Remember, go around the 2 tractor tires." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll go around tractor tires." So yeah, well, we didn't do that mistake twice, although I think I did line up in the wrong space about 16 million times before I actually got it right. Right, the bonnet struts don't work. One of many things that don't work, but that's okay. We don't need bonnet struts to drift. That's not a problem, right? Oh, soul's leaving my body.